Alright, here we go again. Another movie review, you know that. Call Me By Your Name. Another Oscar-nominated film for Best Picture. It's about a young 17-year-old in Italy who falls in love with his father's associate or helper, a doctoral student, somebody who's trying to become a doctor. So he falls in love with him, and it's about their relationship, their Jewish background, I believe, and you know, they're coming out together, I guess, I don't know, but big reviews, 96% from the critics at the Rotten Tomatoes, 87% from the audience. IMDb is at 8.2. So Armie Hammer stars in it, one of the stars that I recognize. It'll be interesting. I was interested to see what the landscaping's like, the cinematography with Italy, and see what the whole craze is about this movie. So I'm going to get into it a little bit. I don't know much more than what I've just read. I know it's up for an Oscar, and therefore I am watching it for you to do my Oscar series, and you know, pretty much watch anything that you'll put in front of me and give you my opinion, and hopefully you enjoy it. So I'll get into it a little bit, let you know what it's really about, and check in. It's a 2-hour and 12-minute film, so stick around, alright? Alright, see you in a bit. Hey everybody, let's do a quick check-in here. We're Call Me By Your Name, 1 hour, 18 minutes, and 1 second. So there's 54 minutes left in the movie so far. A couple of things I want to talk about first. First of all, there's Timothy Chalamet. He is playing the 17-year-old kid. I think he's a really good actor. I mean, he's, you know, very talented, you can tell, through a lot of different things. I mean, so I wanted to call out his name real quick. And then Michael Stuhlbarg, Stuhbarg. Okay, so this is very interesting to me. So I'm watching this. Now, I've also seen The Shape of Water. If you haven't seen my review on that, check it out in the post. Well, I saw him in The Shape of Water. I was like, oh, okay, I recognize him. You know, I've seen him in other things, whatever. Then I turn on the post. I'm like, that's the same actor. Oh, that's great. Both movies up for an Oscar. Now I turn this one. He's in this one. He's got 3 shots. Now he's not up for the Oscar. I mean, he might be up for something, but I'll research that and find out. But for Best Picture, he's in 3 of the films that are up for Best Picture so far that I've viewed. So very interesting right there. As far as this film is concerned, you know, so the acting's obviously there, because we know this guy's in 3 films that are up. And then this kid, Timothy, I think he's doing a fantastic job. As you know from the synopsis, it's about the kid falling in love with Armie Hammer, who comes as almost like an intern for his dad. His dad, what appears to be an archaeologist, and Armie Hammer is going for his doctorate. And this whole family is so cultured. I mean, they basically go to Italy, northern Italy, for the summer. And they just spend their summer there, and then I guess they go back home in the winter and go to school. I haven't figured out where that is yet. But, you know, you ask the kid, the 17-year-old kid, what do you do all summer? Reads. He reads all summer long. Very smart, well educated. And when he's not reading, he's transcribing music. And they show scenes of him playing the piano, playing the guitar. And it's really him playing it. You know, a lot of times you have actors playing the piano, specifically, they show them at the piano, but they don't show their hands, you know, so that they simulate that they're playing. This kid, they show the whole view, and you can see that he's actually playing. So extremely talented in the actor there. And you know, for the character, you know, very cultured, and you know, he speaks Italian and English. You know, writes music, reads music, transcribes music, plays music, both the piano and guitar. Just amazing, you know, what this kid is very talented, and his character, you know what I mean? It's probably the same, I mean, but, you know, just seeing how cultured he is. The film so far is interesting as they're, I don't know, creating a bond between the two of them. So at first it's, you know, more of a disdain for each of them. The Armie Hammer's more of a show-off kind of thing. But then you could see their relationship building. Meanwhile, it also appears that they might struggle with their sexuality or might be bisexual in a sense. So you see the relationship build there, but they're also building side relationships with females. So I wasn't sure if that was the, I guess I didn't know that. I just assumed that they were just going to be into each other or, into the same sex. But it seems like at least they're still trying to figure out their sexuality. Is what seems to be going on here. There's some subtitles in this when they speak Italian, but it's not, a foreign film where you're constantly reading. It's a good mix. So it doesn't. There's one scene where they're all at the table and it's going back and forth, and it's like hard to read so quick on what they're saying and stuff like that. One other thing I'll quick mention back about how cultured this family is. The mother sits down, the husband's sitting there, the son's sitting there, and she comes in. She's like, "Where's my book?" Finds the book. And it's a French romance novel that she's going to read to them. And they all huddle around here. Timothy lays his head on her lap, and she starts reading. But it's in German. So she reads to them in German and then translates the French romance novel to them. So it's like, wow. I have a hard time reading in English, but this woman's reading in German about a French romance novel and translating it into American back to them, meanwhile speaking Italian. It's just amazing, to see the different lives that are out there. I know this is the movies and stuff like this, but this stuff exists, and here I am making a video for YouTube. Anyway, we get back into the film a little bit. It is a little bit longer and it's starting to slow down for me, so hopefully it picks up. It's more of an artsy film, so it's hard to stay interested the whole time, but I'm sticking through it. And hopefully I'll check in here maybe again. If not, I'll see you at the credits. Alright, see ya. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Call Me By Your Name. So I think a little bit longer than I would have liked. A good movie in a sense, not something I would normally pick out. I guess coming of age, kind of first love type movie, discovering yourself, discovering your sexuality. It's truly what it's about. I think it's very artsy. I think that's the best way to describe it. It's a highly intelligent film. I mean, everybody, at least the characters that they portray are very smart, very intelligent. And the dialogue that they have back and forth is, very intelligent, and so sometimes it went over my head, obviously. So that that was hard to enjoy that aspect of it. And I also thought it was interesting. We know what the plot's about. How this young, he's playing a 24-year-old student who comes as a sort of internship, and then starts a relationship with the professor's 17-year-old son. So, I mean, it's in Italy. I don't know if there's anything really wrong with that in a sense. I would think, though, if I had an intern come in and they started, a relationship with my kid, it's like, no, that's not why you're here. You're here to work for me. But anyway, that's just my thing. The one thing about this, the parents were very supportive of anything that their child did. They have a very close relationship, and that comes out in the film, that they're a very close family, which you can imagine they would be, but it's not one of those films where the kid hates their parents kind of thing. It's like they truly all do love each other and spend a lot of time together, and the father and mother are very supportive about everything for their son, including how he wants to spend his life. You don't see that a lot, in real life as well as in the movies. Some of the choices that their children make on who they want to be, or maybe, even if they can't make that choice, if you know what I mean, like they get, they react differently. In this film, they didn't, and the father, there's a big speech at the end, and it was very good. It was, again, a little bit more intellectually above my pay grade to understand, but I got the essence of it. The one thing, this film might be uncomfortable to some who might not enjoy watching some of the things, because they really bring to life everything that goes on through a relationship like this. So if you're not comfortable with that kind of stuff, you might not be interested in watching this film. There's a peach scene or an apricot scene. I'm not sure which one it was. You know, a little hairy for me, but anyway, me I probably 6 or a 7. You know, like I said, it's not my kind of film, and that's why I'm leaning towards a 6. But I was interested. The acting was good. You know, the environment I think was really cool. You know, it being in Italy and all the architecture that went along with it, and the cultural background of everything that was in the film, that makes me lean towards a 7 a little bit there. So that's it. I think that's all you need from me. Let me know if you watch it. Love to hear from you. Send me some likes, whatever you want to do. But hopefully this helped you decide if you want to watch this film or not. Alright. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.